so much for joining us. I just wanted to take this moment, take this opportunity to talk about the mission of Adulting 101 org. When we talk about a mission statement, we're talking about the thing that we're actively trying to accomplish, what we're trying to do, the change that we're trying to affect. So if you read the mission statement, it says our mission is to influence a generation of young people, to build a strong foundation for their lives, and to help position themselves to discover what it is they can contribute to this world. Those are three major staples of the main purpose and mission of Adulting 101 org. We absolutely want to influence the next generation of young people. You know, as if we're older, you know, you've grown up, you know, people go different ways in life, and a lot of the paths that they choose to take is based off the influences that they have around them. Kids need to be impacted. They need influence. They need to learn the right things to do, and they need to see it. So one of the things that we're doing in this is we definitely want to provide a positive influence on the lives of young people. There's so many things out there gathering their attention and can pull them off course, but that's one of the things we want to focus on, positively influencing and impacting that younger generation. The next thing that we want to talk about in that mission is to build a strong foundation for their lives. When we talk about a foundation, the foundation of anything is what everything else rests upon. When we always talk about foundation, you know, and unless you're in the beauty world, you know, when you hear foundation, you think of the bottom of a house, you know, the bottom of a building or something, that, you know, that foundation that you're on. You need that thing to be solid so that you can build everything up on top of that. Well, that same concept and principle actually applies to our lives. And, you know, when you look at the cycle of life for young people, growing up and going through the world, you know, there's a lot of choices and decisions that you can make early on in life that either, you know, give you a foundation to build upon, or it's a shaky foundation and you go to start building on it, and then what you're trying to build cannot stand. Easy example of this is when we talk along the lines of credit. You know, we spend there's some curriculums in here that deal with credit and financial management, but a big thing is we talk about that foundation and building upon it in your life. You know, as you get older, you want to buy a house. You know, you want some real estate. You want to own something at some point in time. Then you go to buy the house. I remember when I was first interested in home ownership, I couldn't just go buy the house. I had to repair some things so I can position myself to buy that house. Now, luckily, you know, I had a somewhat stable foundation under there, so it only took me a year and some, it took me a year and some change to be positioned to start the home ownership process. But there's many people out here, you know, will go through and start, either you're in a similar situation or it takes years before you're able to start doing the things in life that you want to do. When you talk about going after your purpose, sometimes entrepreneurship, branching out, trying things, well, you're doing these things, but you still have a life. You still have to have a certain amount of stability, and that's when we talk about that foundation. So one of the things that we want to provide in one of the missions that we're doing is making sure we help influence and help build that strong foundation for the lives of young people. And then the last thing is to help them discover what it is they can contribute to this world. When we talk about purpose, when we talk about, you know, fulfillment, achieving things, it's not so much about what it is we take from this world, but learning what it is to give back to this world. How, you know, what's inside of us that we can utilize to influence somebody else, to make somebody else's lives better. That's our contribution to this world. I fully believe that each and every one of us have a purpose. At Adulting 101, we believe that everybody has a purpose, meaning everybody has something inside themselves that they can contribute back to the world. And when you get into a place of giving, of contribution to the world, of making the world a better place, that's going to greatly impact your quality of life. When we talk about, you know, fulfillment, stress levels, happiness, things like that, when you get into a place, that richness of giving your contribution, sharing the truth of you for the benefit of other people, it's an amazing feeling. Well, at Adulting 101, that's one of the missions, to help position young people so that as they get older, they can do those things and not being bogged down and heavy burdened by a whole lot of bad decisions. And sometimes those bad decisions just come from not having the knowledge of knowing what to do or how to do it or how to look at it. So that is our mission at Adulting 101. We're going to influence the next generation. We're going to help build a strong foundation for their lives. And we're going to help position themselves so that they can position themselves in their purpose so they can find their contribution to the world. Thank you for letting me explain this mission statement to you, the mission of Adulting 101 org. Thank you so much.